So finally, Blue Lock Season 2 is here.
So finally, Blue Lock Season 2 is here. Grab popcorns, drinks, not Coca-Cola. It's the product of Israel. Put it aside and sit on your couch or bed, whatever, and let's see what our main character Isagi Yoichi is going to show us. Season 2 kicks off with SE Itoshi telling Ren that their duel will be decided in just one shot. SE charges at Ren with an incredible aura, like Messi. Ren tries to stop him, but SE is way too fast like Flash, leaving Ren behind and scoring the goal easily. SE then confronts Ren, mocking him, "Retard, you lost." Ren feels so much pressure that it feels like he's going to have a heart attack. Suddenly, we're in Igo's office as he reads about Ren. Igo gets a call from Buret Suda, who asks how things are going with Blue Lock. Suda tells Igo that SE Itoshi's interest in Blue Lock is driving the media wild, and all the tickets for upcoming matches are sold out. Igo glances at the document he's reading, which reveals that Ren is SE's younger brother. The document also hints that Blue Lock is starting to make a lot of money, which pleases Buret Suda. However, Buret finds the idea of Blue Lock's rookies defeating Japan's elite U20 team ridiculous. He asks Igo if he really believes that. Igo stays silent for a moment, sipping his hot chocolate before smirking. He confidently states that Blue Lock is going to change Japanese football forever. Later, Igo addresses the 35 remaining players in the Blue Lock project, telling them that the best among them will be the one who is the most selfish. Ryus Shidu, a key player in the story, is introduced. Igo announces that in 2 weeks they will face Japan's U20 team, captained by none other than SE Itoshi. The announcement sends waves of pressure through the players, many of whom feel overwhelmed. Damn, this shit is getting interesting. Isagi reflects on how just a few months ago he was a nobody, idiot, asshole, fucker, sussy baka, but Blue Lock has changed his life. He knows this upcoming match could make or break his football career. If they lose, Blue Lock will be shut down, and with it, his dreams of becoming a professional football player will die. He's not him. Raichi Jingo asks Igo how they will form a team, as all of them are forwards. Gagamaru chimes in, asking if they'll have to play other positions like defense or midfield. Igo tells them they'll have to figure it out on the fly. Tokitsu Ai calls it madness to face real defenders and midfielders, but Aru gets excited about playing against professionals. Igo quickly shuts them down, telling them to shut up. He then names 6 players who will form the core of the team, based on their abilities. The first name called is Itoshi Ren. Isagi expected Ren to be first. The second is Ryus Shidu, who has a powerful, almost villainous vibe, like Doflamingo. The third is Tabito Kurasu, someone not widely known. The fourth is Aota Otoya, another unfamiliar player. The fifth is Kenu Yukimura, who says it's a great honor. Finally, the 6th player is Nagi Seiro. Isagi is flabbergasted that he wasn't selected. Kenu questions Igo, asking why he's ranked 5th, and Igo explains that the rankings are based on goals scored, performances, and Igo's favoritism. The top players have earned their spots. Igo then announces that the 6 selected players will be split into 3 teams, and the remaining 29 players will have to choose a pair to form teams. Each team will have one of the top 6 players as their key player, and they'll compete in 5-a-side matches. Igo tells them that only the best will survive these trials and get the chance to face the Goku U20 team. The pressure mounts as Isagi realizes this is their last chance. If they fuck it up, Blue Lock will do the same to them. Later, the cafeteria is in a more relaxed scene. Isagi eats with Gagamaru, who steals food from Igarashi. Maybe he's suffering from poverty. The players reflect on how many of their former teammates have been eliminated. Isagi is especially shocked that Kunigami didn't make it, but Bachira reminds him that this is Blue Lock. There's no room for sympathy. Raichi asks if anyone has decided who they'll team up with. Igarashi, joking about how full he is, says he'll go with Team A since he's played with Shidu before. Bachira, with the freedom to play 2 matches, doesn't care which team he joins. He tells Isagi that he should either join Ren to unlock his potential or team up with Nagi to use his secret weapon, Delulu. Isagi, unsure, is still debating. In another room, Kenu Yukimura introduces himself to Nagi, who casually asks him to fuck off. Their conversation is interrupted by Rios, who barges in, harassing Ren by asking why Ren ignores him. Rios, in a wild moment, kicks Ren in the face, leading to a fight. But Ego steps in and tells them to stop their bullshit. He warns them that even the top 6 can fuck off if they don't perform well. Meanwhile, Isagi is brushing his teeth, thinking about how much pressure is on him and wondering what exactly he needs to do to make it through these trials. Baru, always blunt, tells him to quit doubting himself because he's already weak. Baru says he won't join Team C because there are 2 annoying players there, and wherever he goes, he'll be the king. This guy is also delusional. Later, Nico, another player, approaches Isagi and asks if he's chosen a team yet. Nico says Ego wants to test both their skills and how they fit with the top players. He says he learned from Isagi that the role of protagonist in football is something you take for yourself, not something that's given to you. This guy is lovely. When the teams are finally revealed, Isagi chooses to join Ren's team. Bachira also joins Team A. Team B is made up of Baru, Raichi, a legendary Pokemon, Nico, and Chigiri, while Nagi's Team C includes Ryo. The stage is set, and Isagi is determined to be the best. As they prepare for the matches, we cut to a meeting between Batuta and Hoi Sei, the manager of Japan's U20 team. Batuta, furious, stomps on documents about Blue Lock, telling Hoi Sei to fuck Blue Lock's players and prevent a group of fuckers from taking over Japanese football. He laughs maniacally, confident that his team will crush Blue Lock. Back at Blue Lock, the players are informed that they will play a total of 5 matches, with 6-hour intervals between each one. Watching other matches is forbidden, which creates uncertainty among the competitors. The first match will be between Team A and Team B. As they wait for the announcement of the teams, Isagi can't help but feel nervous. When his name is finally called, he is shocked. His teammates Nan and Hiyori mock him for flinching when his name was announced. Though nervous, Isagi tells them to fuck off and that he'll prove himself. As the teams prepare to clash, the tension is at an all-time high. A boy named Nanae introduces himself, and Isagi does the same. Njiro tells Isagi if they win, they'll get to play against the U20 team. Hiyori joins them, and they seem to get along well. Isagi feels like they're a family, which is comforting since everything has been fucked up so far. Njiro suggests they play without grudges, and Hiyori agrees, saying their future depends on this game. Njiro shares his dream of representing Japan, and Isagi encourages them to give it their all. As they walk to the exit, Team B arrives. Ren, one of Isagi's past teammates, is there, but Ren ignores Njiro's friendly greeting. Isagi tells him not to take it personally. Team B is introduced. 2 elite players, Karu Tido and Otoya Aoi, join Chigiri, Q, and Ko. The game is 5 versus 5, and the first team to score 5 goals wins. The match begins, and Ren kicks off by passing to Rios. Isagi reminds himself his goal is to stand out. Rios screams he's invincible, but Otoya quickly stops him, showing off his speed. Isagi joins in, asking Rios for the ball, but Rios passes it back to Ren instead. Isagi and Ren trade passes until Chigiri intercepts, saying Isagi's moves are too fucking obvious. Chigiri sends the ball to his teammates, but Rios surprises everyone by scoring a goal all by himself, putting Team A in the lead 1-0. Isagi is amazed by Rios's power, but now he's determined to make an impact. Tabito, an opponent, mocks Isagi, saying he's weak and has only gotten this far by relying on stronger teammates. This stings. Rios arrives to help Isagi challenge Tabito, but Tabito is too fast, scoring a goal to tie the game 1-1. Isagi feels humiliated, but Hiyori tells him Tabito targets weak players like him. Isagi realizes he needs to use his strengths, seeing the whole field and making accurate shots. The match resumes. Ren passes to Rios, who gives it to Isagi, but just as Isagi receives it, Tabito steals it easily, mocking him again. Rios and Njiro try to boost Isagi's confidence. Meanwhile, Otoya steals the ball from Ren, scoring again and putting Team B ahead 2-1. Rios praises Otoya's skills, calling him a ninja, while Ren scoffs, saying they're just show-offs. The game continues, and Ren passes to Hiyori, while Isagi feels overshadowed. He wants Ren to pass to him, but Ren ignores him. Otoya taunts Isagi, saying he'll never get past him. Ren, however, dribbles past everyone and scores, tying the game 2-2. Isagi still feels irrelevant. Chigiri watches from the sidelines, sharing Isagi's frustration. Tabito taunts Ryus, but Chigiri taps into his incredible speed, impressing everyone, and passes to Otoya, who scores again. Team B is now leading 3-2. Isagi notices that his teammates aren't counting on him. Ren and Hiyori continue passing to each other, keeping Isagi out of the play. Frustrated, he tries to position himself near the goal, but Tabito intercepts. The ball ends up with Ren and Ryus, who kick it simultaneously, sending it to Chigiri, who passes to Otoya, who then passes to Tabito. Tabito scores again, putting Team B ahead 4-2. Ren and Ryus start arguing, and Isagi realizes that they don't work well together. He thinks he can be the missing link between them, but if the other team scores again, they'll lose. As the game resumes, Ryus passes to Ren, and Ren passes to Hiyori. Tabito and Otoya are relentless, but Njiro appears to support Isagi. They get past Tabito's defense, leaving only Chigiri ahead. Ryus calls for the ball, but Isagi makes his own play and passes it to Ryus, who once again scores by himself, bringing the game to 4-3. The match continues, and Isagi focuses on proving himself. Tabito targets him again, but Ren steps up, calling Tabito weak. Isagi, feeling inferior, watches as Ren outplays Tabito, forcing him to avoid Ren to keep possession. Then, unexpectedly, Isagi steals the ball from Tabito. Isagi passes to Njiro, who returns the ball. Isagi sends it to Hiyori, but Chigiri warns him about who's ahead. Isagi predicts that Ryus will move toward Hiyori for the pass, giving him a chance to take Ryus's spot. But Hiyori surprises everyone by passing to Isagi instead of Ryus. Isagi leaps to strike the ball, but embarrassingly misses. The ninja counterattacks, sending the ball toward the opposite goal. Ren chases after it and scores, tying the game 4-4. Isagi reflects on Igo's advice, realizing that the top players aren't teammates. They're competitors. Fired up, Isagi vows to play smarter and faster. Hiyori apologizes for the earlier pass, but Isagi reassures him it was a good pass. His body just wasn't ready. Hiyori advises Isagi to stop overthinking and move on instinct. This frustrates Isagi, but he knows Hiyori is right. He needs to act, not think. With the game tied and the next goal deciding the winner, Ryus declares the final goal will be his. Ren tells him to stop talking and play. As Ren faces off with Tabito, Isagi gets into position. Chigiri rushes in to help Tabito, but Ryus intercepts the ball, setting up Isagi for the winning goal. Njiro passes to Isagi, who races toward the goal. Tabito tries to block him, but Isagi moves instinctively, outpacing everyone and scoring the game-winning goal. Team A wins. Ryus and Ren, though grudgingly, acknowledge Isagi's success. Isagi reflects that for the first time, he surpassed both Ren and Ryus. Even Igo is impressed, stating that Isagi has taken his first step toward unlocking the mechanism of miracles.
If you enjoyed this recap, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Have a great day.